Boom. So obviously that game didn't disappoint, did it? I told you there was going to be some goals in it. And it turned out that way. Liverpool ran out emphatically. 3-1 winners today at Anfield. What a game. That's all I can say. What a game. Cagey in little small parts, but overall it was a fully deserved 3 points from the Red Men. Just wondering what everyone thought of the match, who their man of the match would be. Mine was certainly Adam Lallana. Even though Mane and Firmino were class throughout the match. But for me, the man Lallana just emphasises everything about Klopp's football. The high press and everything was there today, what we've been missing. Especially against the Leicester game. And especially this week, that needed to happen. It was a bit cagey. No one really got a real foot on the ball. No one was controlling the ball. It was really quite end-to-end football, as you'd expect from both attacking teams. Arsenal started the match with no Sanchez and no Mesut Ozil, which, as I said in my last pod at the beginning of the match, I thought they'd be on. But obviously, Mesut Ozil was at the flu, and Sanchez, for some reason, that's the main topic that's going to come out of the match from Arsenal fans. I know that is why was Sanchez not on from the first minute. He come in from the second half. I'll touch on that later, what happened. But that was why didn't he play? Even from a Liverpool fans' point of view, thank God he didn't play. He didn't start the ball. And the first challenge that actually got on my nerves, it was Coquelin. It was a high foot on Emre Can. That was 6 minutes in. He was lucky to escape a yellow. Really, it was a challenge I'll talk about in the later on the first half. I really think he should have been sent off for 2 yellows. It was a horrible. I think it was on Can or it was either Coutinho. It was one of them. It was a high foot. He escaped without a yellow, which was quite surprising. I think obviously because it was 6 minutes into the match. It was referee was not going to give him a card. The Reds got the first goal of the match. That was in the 9th minute. It was Mane on the right, drilled it across the box from the right hand side, and then went through the legs of Hector Bellerin, and it was at the back post. Firmino to score, which is absolutely fantastic. It was a crazy, well-driven ball to the back stick, and Firmino was just there to smack it into the back of the net. It was a real quality finish from the Brazilian, but that just set the tempo for it really in the first half. Obviously, I want to touch on the pressing as well. The pressing 13, the first 15 minutes, the match was spot on, as I mentioned in the beginning. They were on the ball from the get go. The pressing was. That's what I really want to know. So where's that been? That's what most of us are asking. Where's that pressing been? The last couple of games, the results haven't been at all good enough. Obviously, I think if you would have seen Coutinho at the last end of the year, Leicester match, he literally could not walk. I think some of the players are knackered, but why are we always getting bigged up against the big teams, and then we can't do this display that we've done today, 3-1 win against Arsenal, one of the top teams in the league, and we just struggle against the bottom teams. Obviously, Arsenal come at us and there was a lot more space, which teams are coming to Anfield and with parking the bus, but that really shouldn't be an issue. We've got the quality. Some people might argue it's not the right type of quality, the real quality like a Sanchez and Ozil. We've got Coutinho and Firmino and Mane, they are individual brilliant and sometimes, but we haven't. Some fans would argue, and I think me as well, we need that little spark of magic. I think Coutinho's probably the only person in that team that really can flip a game on its head with a bit of brilliance. Mane in the introduction of this season, he's done that. Coutinho, there was another chance in the 16th minute. Drills it across the box. It was a great chance for Matip. It was a cross from the right hand side, and that should have really been a goal, I think. And then it was Kleiny on the right hand side. He was getting lots of space, which I noticed. The space he was getting was ridiculous. I don't know who was playing. I think it was Monreal that was playing left back for Arsenal. Was not dealing with Klein. He was getting overlapped on the right hand side with Mane and Klein. So that was we really used that space on the right hand side to our advantage in the first half. And then, like, the real first chance for Arsenal, it come from a cross from the right hand side, from Milner's side of the defence. It come in, like, it was left footed cross to Giroud. It flew over Giroud, like, that was their very first attempted chance. I don't think you could even call it a chance, but Giroud challenged with Mignolet, and it literally, I think he ended up resulting getting a corner off it. But that was their first opportunity. Firmino was that was it. And the 23rd minute was the Firmino just got flagged offside, which literally was by a hair. It was a great goal scoring opportunity. It was 1-on-1 with Czech, and it was just offside. So it was a great through ball. I don't know if through ball was probably Adam Lallana with the form he started off in this match. And then another chance. Safe. It was Coutinho outside the box. He was played in by Georgie Wijnaldum. Obviously, he was fouled at the edge of the box, but the good advantage by the referee. The referee, obviously, talking about the referee, he had a fantastic game, which is surprising to actually say about some of these refereeing displays in the Prem, but can't argue with the ref today. If you compare him to the referee that was refereeing the Manchester United match today, he was having a shocker. But yeah, that come out, and then in the 34th minute, Coquelin, obviously I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, Coquelin was lucky to escape the first a yellow card, but like he did eventually get his first yellow card for a drag on Lallana. The lads were breaking on the counter attack, and Coquelin, the French international, got his first yellow. I've put in brackets. He should have been actually sent off, in my opinion, but obviously that resulted in and then another 4 minutes. In the 39th minute, that's when the second goal come. It was a fantastic ball for Mane, and it was an amazing goal created by the man, the Senegalese. It was amazing build-up play. Milner out on the left-hand side. It started from the left-hand side. It was Wijnaldum making a fantastic run from the edge of the left-hand side of the box. He dragged one of the Arsenal midfielders with him, so that created a lot more space for Milner. So he passed that in there, and then it was a through ball from Firmino. It was a cracking ball, and Mane was there to finish low and hard past Petr Cech. If you look at it, it's a very hard. As soon as he gets the ball, it's a very hard goal to score. He still had Cech, and I think there was someone running on the line. I think it might have been Bellerin running to the far back post when it got shot along it was quite a low driven shot, but 2-0, happy days. You could not ask for a better first half. And then just at the 43rd minute, naughty touch by the magician, aka Felipe Coutinho. He literally picked it out of the air. I think it took a deflection. I think Lallana must have had. He had a shot, and it literally dipped down, and then his touch is amazing. And he literally just couldn't get it past Petr Cech. But to round off that first half display, you couldn't really ask for a better halftime display from the Reds. From start to finish, the press was spot on, dominated the game, and that was like the 12th goal for Mane this season, which you couldn't have asked for. As soon as he come in the summer, you could not have asked for a better start, really, to his Reds career. The pressing, as I've mentioned, was spot on. I don't know why that was missing against Leicester, but I think that was it's a mentality thing that we need to really get past. We really need to get swipe to the side. I don't even know what that swipe is. We need to literally just get better against the small teams. It's easy saying that than actually doing that, but we need to actually really get it sorted. Lallana was a standout man for me in the first half. His pressing, he started it off. He was one man in the midfield that actually got the ball, and literally, as he always done this season especially, he got rewarded with a new contract. So breaking in between the lines of the Arsenal midfield, and he literally could not hold him. I think it was Coquelin and it was Xhaka. They were just couldn't handle him at all. So that was still carried on playing. And then, but obviously the introduction of Sanchez in the second half, as we went into that, he really made a difference, Sanchez. Like, obviously, he got the assist in the second half. But, like, as I mentioned in the beginning, why was the Chilean not playing? Yeah, like, it's beyond me. Like, he's by far their best. He's their leading goal scorer and top assister. So, for the Liverpool's defence and team, she can come out and Sanchez is stuck on the bench. Like, happy days. But I think that's questions that will be coming out of this, especially on Arsenal fan TV and all that. They were like, why leave your best player on the bench? Obviously, I don't know what happens. No one knows, but there might have been something said. Hopefully not. Because in the Prem, we need our best Premier League players, and it'd be sad actually to see Sanchez go if he does. But we have to see what happens. We've got Bayern Munich, as I mentioned in the pre-match. They've got them on Tuesday. So I'll see what happens then. But Arsenal in the second half, they had to come out, didn't they? So the pressing, the passing, it was a lot far quicker than it was in the first half. You can literally notice from the first 2 seconds of the second half, they obviously got a rollicking off Wenger. So like they come out, I think it was, they give a free kick. It was a rash tackle from Chan, and they ended up getting a free kick in the 50th minute. And that, like, it was from the right hand side, but nothing come of it. So in the 56, Arsenal's goal come from Welbeck. It was a fantastic goal. Sanchez, as I said, he got introduced in the second half, and he played a superb through ball. But obviously, Liverpool's defence was absolutely terrible, and you could literally just drive a bus through that defence because like it was so wide. It was like the part of the sea for Moses. Like, but that was a real first chance, the opportunity they actually got Arsenal. Like proper goal scoring, but it was obviously created by Sanchez and the class from him. That was made it 2-1 in the 56th minute. Sanchez from the left hand side was breaking constantly through down our right hand side. Kleiny was getting no support from Mane. Obviously, you want Mane to like kind of break, but it would have helped, especially with the threat of Sanchez coming on. Klein wasn't getting as much space down the right hand side as he was in the first half, so that was a bit of a shame. And then there was one more chance for Matip in the 75th. Like the ball is like it's a dead ball situation from the left hand side of the bottom end of the cup. Like Coutinho whipped it in. Mane rose above. Matip rose above everyone, and he literally flicked it on. Then bottom right, bottom left of the Czech's post. So close. Surprised it was then. I thought it was actually done a rebounding, but it rebounded back out, straight out. Lucky enough for Arsenal, it didn't actually go in, but it was a fantastic leap from Matip. I think him being that size he is, he should be actually winning a lot more, being more of a goal threat. I think like the old classic Sami Hyypiä days of when he'd rise above anyone in the box and like he'd smash a headed in at the in the top end. We kind of miss that like big commanding, but obviously when Matip come in, the size of him, I think he's like 6'5", 6'6". He's a big, massive giant, but that was a fantastic effort in the 75th. And then just like closing off at the closing games. In the 78th, Coutinho got subbed off for Origi, and Origi really did make a real change. Like Liverpool stayed back a little tiny bit, and then that allowed us to like have more pace on the counter attack, and that's where the third goal come from. Really, mainly Lallana. It was offside, I can say that. So it really should have finished 2-1, but that's what Arsenal fans were and pundits were saying it was offside. It quite clearly was, but regardless, it didn't stand. The referee carried on, completely missed it, but it was a fantastic, fantastic ball. It was from Adam Lallana, inside deep in his midfield. He played it outside the foot, through to Origi on the right-hand side. It was literally, Arsenal just had the corner, literally, bang, like straight. I haven't seen a counter-attack in like that for years from Liverpool. The pace and the fluidity of the attack was fantastic. So I really got it out, carried on running down the right hand side and whipped it into Juji Wijnaldum, and like yet again Why can't he score away from home, but he can score? I won't argue if he carries on scoring at home, but it would be nice to see him score away from home. But that was the thing when we got him from Newcastle. Goals. He was guaranteed goals, especially for a side that was bottom of the league last season. In Newcastle, we bought him thinking we'd get a lot more goals, but he's the classic Dutch maestro. He makes it look so simple. Sorry, he just passes it off, controls the game, not the whole pace and tempo of Liverpool's game, but he's classic Dutch. He just does it, keeps it simple, pass left, even backwards, sideways, forwards. He controls the game. He's a big man as well. He's only like 5'8", but he's built like a tank. And then that made it 3-1. But full time, I've got to say, Liverpool fully deserves that. Arsenal, they deserved a goal, but nothing else more than a goal. The best team won on the day. But for me, we really need the thing that come out of this yet again. I think every Liverpool fan around the world and everyone listening, you would have expected Liverpool to win. Like we're a top leading. It's another win against the top 6 rival. I think if you put it in a league table, and I think the actual stats are, we're top of that league. Us against the top 6 teams. I think I don't know if it was right, but it said on BT Sports at the end there. I think Klopp's only dropped 2 sets of points against the big boys, in Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, United, and City, which is absolutely ridiculous. But if we were in a mini league and there was only 6 or 7 teams, big teams in the in that league, and the Premier League title was at the end of it, Liverpool would win it. But it's just the inconsistency week in, week out that we can't actually get. I think next year I hope we finish in top 4 this season, but that'll be the thing that lets us down once again if we don't sort the consistency out against the bottom teams. We're consistently good against the top teams, but as I said, not against the little teams. That's the big thing that Klopp needs to get into the heads of the players. It's like, you're not bigger, even though if it's Burnley away, Swansea away, even Swansea at home, whoever comes to Anfield or even wherever we go on the road, no team, this is Premier League, come on. I know it's probably the hardest game to league game to call. La Liga and Bundesliga, you can more or less second guess every winner of the league every season. But look at Leicester, they won the league last season. Why can't Liverpool do that? Won't never happen, but that's where they really need to get the consistency, and we've got the right man in charge, I think, for the Reds to actually win this league title. But season by season, don't go too far. But at the end of the Leicester results, loads of people were going for Klopp's head, and that is absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, everyone's allowed opinion. You right, but I do feel we've got the best man possible in Europe to actually lead us to silverware and success in the future. Brendan's done a decent job, but obviously he couldn't get that league title, or he couldn't get us in the top 4 on a more regular occasion. But Klopp, he joins. It's not going to happen overnight. Took him a while at Dortmund. Took him first 1, 2, and 3 seasons to actually implement his actual full style. But if you ask any player, manager, and fans or club in the league before Klopp come to Liverpool, even United fans would have went, who do you want for your manager? Klopp. They all wanted Klopp, but as soon as Liverpool got him, they were like, no, don't want him, he's rubbish. But that just, put it this way, we're going places with Klopp, and just keep the faith, support the players. The players that are there, they'll be there till summer, so they do the best job that they can. And up the Reds. So that's a great 3-1 victory over the Arsenal today. And we're up to 3rd in the league. Games playing tomorrow, but season is not finished yet. I think we've got still another 10 games, or just slightly over. But season is not dead. Just hopefully we can pick up the year, carry on this form against the little teams. No, not carry on the form against the little teams. Yeah, but carry on. I think we've got City. The last big game that we've got is City. but up the Reds, and I think we should, if we carry on playing like we did today against the small teams, top 4 is a real great achievement. So cheers for listening, and hopefully listen to you next week. Thank you.